Well, good evening, everyone. Michael Soothing here. Doing one of my last videos for a little while. I might upload one or two more. And then my GF is coming from the Philippines, and I might get too busy for a week or so to upload more videos, but after that we'll start working on our videos again. Maybe even do a joint collaboration now and then. But tonight, I've got this game called Millebornes. And when I moved here, and I was going through all my stuff for the third time in a year or two, I noticed this old beat-up box game. And I remember playing this when I was a lot younger. By a lot younger, I mean maybe 35 years ago or so. So it's a game that's based on driving in presumably France. Okay, the meal is like, 1,000 and mile marker, right? So Borns is like the markers, right? So something like that, as I recall. Anyway, I'm going to get this game out and see if I can remember how to play it. I don't know if I'll have to read the instructions or not. If I can't figure it out, then we'll just build card castles with the cards, okay? I wanted to do a video on that anyway. Look at this big stack of cards. There's a lot of them. Lots of those cards. And here's kind of a cheat sheet that maybe I'll be able to remember how to play it. Oh, here's a booklet that tells me. Okay, so that will help. I even have an old scorecard here. Look at that. Did I win? I'm not going to show it to you unless I won. Oh yeah, I did win. Then I can show it to you. Score sheet. See, Mark and Mary. Mark is my brother, and Mary is his wife, my in-law. And the final score, I beat Mary by 25 points, it appears. So I have no idea how, but milestones, safeties, coup foray. We used to love to say coup foray. I remember, it's coming back to me. The coup foray, see the 600 next to coup? It's spelled coip forez. Okay, for those of you who, don't like European languages. Anyway, what was that Kathy Bates film where she played a crude, rude fan of the writer, right? Paul Sheldon. And she was going to get champagne to celebrate the completion of the novel. And she said, "I got your brand, Dom Perignon," because she was like this really dense and not too smart. Anyway, before I start trying to refigure out this game, I'm going to show you what daughter Chelsea got at the local geological rock and gem and specimen show in our little town. And they have the best deals I've ever seen. I know you heard that from me not long ago, but these really were the best deals I've ever seen. Like 1/5 of what you would pay in a typical rock hounding, store, that has, mineral specimens and things. This is a big slab of labradorite. See there? And let me just say, she paid something like $5 for this thing. It's a big, impressive piece of polished labradorite. Look at all the different color spectrums it throws off. All right. And then she got this piece of peacock ore for, I don't know, like a couple of bucks or something. And I love all the colors on there, and it turns out Chelsea likes pretty much the same colors. Purples and blues and metallic turquoise and green, right? Peacock ore, that's the natural color of it. Colors, I should say. And there's nothing more pleasing to the eye, in my opinion. Oh no, I can't remember what these are called. This is a fossil. And this one is an unpolished specimen. And I think she paid like $1 for these. In raw form, you can still see that it's got some different colors. But when they will cut it in half and polish it, you can see the colors a little better. A little bit like an abalone or something. And look at how beautiful they are on the inside. That's a fossilized. So it was a calcified shell at one point. But what happens is, over thousands and tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions of years, various minerals seep down through the ground and replace the calcite and calcium and other things in the shell with actual hard mineral, various types of silica and so forth, until eventually this is really mineral rock rather than the original material, but in the perfect form of the original specimen. Don't you think that's kind of cool? So, maybe I'll remember what those are as the evening progresses. And then she got this pyrite cube. It's a single crystal of pyrite. That's not man-made. That's how nature made that cube. Just like that. So that's kind of cool, right? Anyway, enough of that. I'm going to refocus the camera. Let me look at some of these cards and see. As I recall, you have to get a start card before you can do anything. It's a roll card. Who knows French? What is that? Roulette or something? And you have to start with that. And then after that, on your turn, you can put down mile cards. You know, or I should say kilometer cards. Like here's a 100-kilometer card, right? And I think it's the first one to 1,000. I think you're trying to get to 1,000 kilometers. Here's a 200-kilometer card. You start with 6 cards in your hand. Oh, I'm finding like explanation score sheet cards in here, so it's a good thing I'm looking at it. You get extra points if you play a safety, if you play all 4, if you do a coup foray. Trip completed is extra points. I'm not going to remember how all of these work, but I'm going to set it up and explain a few things. If it's my turn and I can't play a big milestone card to move forward, I can play a card that stops my opponent sometimes from moving forward, like out of gas. Some of us do that with our brain sometimes, out of gas. Focus, camera. Don't look at me right now. And so, if you were to be out of gas, incandescent. Okay, out of gas. You would have to have in your cards a card you could play that is gas. Essence. How do you pronounce that in French? It says essence, but I'm sure that's wrong. So they called gas essence. And in this case, I thought it was petrol. Anyway, that's how it goes. So if someone lays a flat tire on you, you better hope you have the spare tire card. I have a spare tire, but it's not in card form, so that doesn't work as well. If your car breaks down, you want to have the repair card, see? So you go back and forth. If you have an accident, is that what the repair is for? I can't remember. I think so. Then there's these super duper cards that there's only a couple of. Let me see if I can find one. Oh, you can do a stop card. Now the guy can't go unless he has a green go card to play on top of it, right? So you can play that on your opponent. Yeah, then he has to do a roll. Let me see if I can find, oh, there's a speed limit card. So then you need an end of limit card to keep going. And where are the super duper? I haven't found one yet. There's cards that you can play where your opponent can't do any of that to you anymore. Oh, the right of way. If you play one of these, then the opponent can't give you a speed limit or a stop card anymore. And this trumps any of that, right? Should I cheat and put that in my stack? No, I'll mix the cards thoroughly. This thing called the extra tank prevents your opponent from ever getting you an out of gas card. So if you play one of those super duper cards, you get extra points, and they can't give you those hazards anymore. If you play them at, oh, here's the driving ace. That means they can't give you an accident card. It also fixes any accident they lay on you. Okay, so you kind of get the idea a little bit. So what I'll do is, I don't know how hard this is going to be to play a pretend game with 2 or 3 mythical players, and I'll have to play the cards face up instead of hiding them the way you normally would. Normally you would have 6 cards in your hand, and your opponent would not know what you have or what you're going to play. But let me reorient the camera so you can watch along with me, and we'll try a trial game face up just to get the idea. And you can tell me whether this game seems stupid. It was fun when we played it, whatever, 35 years ago. You know, there were no video games or anything then. We played board games and things like that. Card games, you know, Rook, and all that kind of thing. And of course I learned to play poker. Alright, so I'm not going to look at the cheat sheet ones because I don't want to relearn the rules. I'll just do the best I can at trying to recreate them. Hold on. Okay, here we are. Let's mix these up very thoroughly. First by shuffling. I don't want this to be a loud shuffle. So if I was doing my normal shuffling, like when I play poker, it's kind of loud. It sounds like this, right? But I want this to be quieter than that. So we'll do some shuffling of the cards quietly. It's kind of whapping, isn't it? Let's mix half of these with half of these and vice versa, right? And do a little more shuffling here. And then we'll deal out cards to two players who are going to play against each other and see who wins. Who can get to 1,000 kilometers first? First, before any of that, I have to have a tic-tac, as I keep redundantly and boringly telling you. We're at the height of allergy season late this year because of all the heavy late rains. So I'm still suffering mightily. And if my eyes looked really red before, that would be the reason why. Why am I tempted to make a card building with these instead of playing the game? All right, so let's deal out, say, since I'm going to just do 2 players instead of more, I'll give each player 8 cards, okay, randomly. Let's say I'm this guy over here, down in the bottom left, and my opponent's this guy up here in the top left. So we'll deal out the cards. Oh, look. Again, I have a spare tire. Oh, I got it. He's got a safety card, an extra tank, but I got the right-of-way. That's the best card to have, I promise. I didn't cheat. I have no idea. You watched me shuffle it, mix these up. Okay, now we each should have 8 cards, and there will be the draw pile right there. And we'll put discards over there. So I'm going to let my opponent go first. And before he can progress, he has to play a start card, a roll card, all right? So this will be my opponent's play area. This will be mine over here. So he gets to draw one from the pile first and then lay a card down. Now he's got 2 roll cards, so if I put a stop on him, you know, he'll be able to go again. So he'll start with his roll card, and then his milestones will go here. And here, all of his cards, we'll lay them out so you can see them. He doesn't have very many or kilometer marker cards, so it's going to be hard for him to progress. Where can we put those where you can see? We'll put the roll card up there. And here's his cards, and this will be his milestone spot. Now it will be my turn, all right? So I'll draw a card. And I don't have any roll card at all. But as it turns out, if I play this right of way, that's the best card in the deck, then I can proceed. And he can't give me a speed limit or a stop. Somebody drew a little circle with exclamations on there. It wasn't me. I wonder why they did that. Anyway, I guess because it's the best card in the deck. You can play that instead of a roll card, and then it keeps you from having any stop or limit hazard. However, he can still stop me with things like an accident or out of gas or whatever. So he draws one now, and he has an accident card. He can either stop me, or he can play his 100, kilometers. So he's going to do that rather than stop me. He'll wait and see if he wants to stop me next turn, right? Now I draw one. I have a speed limit I can lay on him. But what I'd rather do for now is play my 200-kilometer card and get moving quick. Alright, so there we go. Now it's his turn. He can play this 50 card, so he might do that rather than try to stop me yet. So now it's my turn, and I don't have any big point cards, but I don't have any great hazards to lay on him either. So I'm going to play my 50 milestone right there. And now it's his turn. Now look, he is unlucky enough that he has absolutely no milestone cards to play in his hand. So his best play is to make me have an accident. He has no milestones to play, so he's going to give me this accident card. And that will stop me for now. So put that hazard right there. Now in order for me to go forward from here, I'm going to have to get a repair card. How many cards does he have? 7. He should have 8, and so should I. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we each have 7 cards. Alright. We really should have 8 cards each, because with only 2 players, this isn't enough. So I'm going to deal each of us randomly 1 more card before I take my turn. Okay. So now it's my turn. I don't have a repair card, so I can't proceed forward because of this accident here. So the only thing I can do is try to put a hazard on him, and the only one I have is the speed limit card. So I can make, this means he can only play cards, milestones, that are 25 or 50 kilometers. So I'll lay that on him, the speed limit. Now it's his turn. He has another accident he can put on me, but I already have an accident. So he can really screw me up now by giving me another hazard card, a flat tire. Now I have to get a spare tire and a repair card before I can go. So he decides to be mean and give me that card, right? Did I forget to draw last time again? I did. That's where I'm going wrong. I keep forgetting to draw first, so I have to take 2 cards so that we'll each have 8. Okay. These roll cards are useless to me because I have the right of way, which means I don't ever need a roll card. So I'm going to look for whatever I can play. I don't have a repairs, but I do have a spare tire, so I can fix the flat tire for now. And now it's his turn. Yeah, I drew that time. Okay. So he draws, and he can play this 50 card like that because it's under the limit. So now I draw. It's a good milestone card, but I can't do anything with it till I fix this accident. His turn. He's got a milestone that he can't use. So now what can he do? There's nothing he can actually play. I already have an accident on me, so it doesn't do him any good to give this away. Oh, you know what he can play? He can play the end of limit card to get rid of his speed limit. So he'll play that like that, okay? Now it's my turn. I'm getting lots of milestones, but I need repairs. His turn. He can now play his 100 card like that, because I don't have any hazards on him right now. Okay. My turn. I'm still looking for a repairs. Oh, finally I got one. So next time I'll be able to go, hopefully. His turn. Now he can really screw me up. He can go forward more, or he can really screw me up by giving me another accident card. And since he's a mean SOB, that's what he's gonna do. Give me another accident card. So that's still holding me up. I'm gonna have to get lucky and get another repair card. Wow, I promise I didn't set the deck up. There it is, another repair. So hopefully next turn, I'll be able to put down some kind of milestone. Okay, his turn. Now he will play his 75 milestone card. Now it's my turn, and I got a stop I can lay on him next time, or this time. But instead of doing that, I want to proceed and start making points. I'll lay the stop on him at a strategic time, okay? He draws and he pulls the speed limit, but he can't play that on me because I have the right-of-way card. So he doesn't like that card. What he's going to do is play another milestone. Let's see how far he's gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 25. And I've gone 350. So I gotta start making some progress. I'm just gonna play this 100 card right now, rather than trying to stop him, because I want to catch up. And I have no idea if he has more milestones. Now it's his turn. Ooh, he's got the puncture proof. That means I can't give, if he plays this, I can't give him a flat tire card. So he'll hold on to that. He also has the super duper extra tank card, which means I can't make him out of gas if he plays it. Unfortunately for him, he has no milestone cards in his hand. So he has to figure out the best thing to do. Well, he can't give me the speed limit, like I said, because of my right-of-way. So about the only thing that makes sense is he will play one of these super duper cards. You get an extra 100 points when you play them, and this will prevent me from giving him an out of gas card later. So he'll play that up here somewhere. That's about the only thing he can do right now that makes sense. My turn. Yeah, another repair card just in case. So now I'm going to play my 75 like that, which is a little risky because you have to get exactly 1,000 kilometers to win. All right. He can play this 25. That's the only milestone he's got. Now I can lay a stop on him if I want to, because I don't have any more big milestone cards. I just have these little 25s. So I think my play here is to try to stop him from proceeding. So I'll play that stop card on top of his roll. Now he's going to have a roll card to proceed next time. So he draws, and of course he's got a bunch of roll cards here. Oh, you can't see them because I put them off camera, but he's got several, so he's okay if I give him stop cards. All right, my turn. And I got a hazard card. I can lay on him a flat tire. So I have to decide whether to do that or whether to play this little milestone card and try to even up my points better. And I think that's what I'll do. Now let's see where we are on points. I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 50. And he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 50. So I'm doing good on milestones. And now it's his turn. He got a big milestone card, and he will play it to try to leap ahead of me. So now I'm thinking to myself, maybe I better give him another hazard, right? So that's what I'm going to do. I lay the flat tire on him, like that. But what he does is, he's going to say, coup foray, because I have the puncture proof. When you have the super duper card, you get extra points. So he lays that on me, and he still gets to take his turn when that happens. All right, and he gets extra points. How many, I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Now he still gets to take his turn. He has no milestone cards to play. None. So what can he do here? Nothing really. He has to discard a card. Oh, he can't put the speed limit on me. So he's going to discard a speed limit card because he can't use it on me. And that's about all he can do right now. My turn. I can give him an accident because that's what I drew. But I am instead going to play another one of my milestones, and then I'll wait and see what he does next. He draws 100, and he plays it right away. Now I'm getting worried, because he's got 2, 3, 450, 550, 650, 750. And I only have 1, 275, 375, 425, 625. He's ahead of me. So I have to try to stop him. So I will give him this accident card. I'll lay that on him over here somewhere to try to slow him down. Now he's going to have to come up with a repair card before he can proceed. He can't do anything now until he gets a repair card. But I can still continue forward. So it's my turn, and I'll lay down this 100. His turn. He has a stop, but he can't use it on me because I have the right of way. So he has to just discard something, which would be that one. I pull a card. I don't need a roll, but I'll play this 75 milestone. Now what am I up to? 2, 3, 4, 525, 550, 650, 800 is what I'm up to. An even 800. So I think I've crept ahead of him a little bit. His turn. He still needs a repair card, and he doesn't have one. He has to discard something, so he'll just throw away an end of limit. My turn. I got the repair card he needed. Too bad for him. I have to discard something. What shall it be? I don't need any roll cards, so I'll get rid of a roll card, because my right-of-way works for that. His turn, he's still desperate. Oh, he got the repair card he needed. That's too bad. So he fixes his accident. My turn. You know, little milestones like that are kind of bogus. I think instead of playing it, I'll put a stop card on him. Because theoretically, I don't know whether he has any roll cards or not. Now it's his turn. He gets gasoline, but he doesn't need it. Instead, he has to fix that stop card. So he will take one of his roll cards and lay it down there. Okay? My turn. I have a roll, but I don't need it. What shall I do? I don't have any hazards to lay on him. So I don't need roll cards. I guess I'll have to use a small milestone card and hope to get a 75. His turn, he gets a 100 milestone card. What's he up to? 2, 3, 4, 5, 650, 7, 850. Uh-oh. I'm at 825. Get a spare tire again. I don't need that. Let's see what I can do here. I don't have anything I can play right now. So I will discard a roll card. And now it's his turn. He gets another milestone. Oh, I'm in danger. My turn. I need a big roll. Ooh. Now I really, really wish I did not play that 25 card. I should have thought of that. Let's recount to make sure. 2, 3, 450, 550, 650, 800, 825. I could have gone out with this. So that was a huge strategic error on my part to play that little 25, because you have to go exactly to 1,000. And I should have remembered that from when I played this before. I might as well discard this now because, well, let's see, do I have any? Yeah, we'll play another 25 milestone. And then I've got to get a 100 and a 50 or 2 75s. All right, his turn. Ooh, and he's getting out of gas he can lay on me. Does he have any milestone cards? He's got a 75. So he'll play that. Whoops. I wanted to put it on my stack instead of his, right? All right. And he's going to lay that thing on me next time, I'll bet you. Do I have any more? No, I don't. Okay, my turn. I can play that 50. gets gasoline, but he doesn't really need it because he's got the extra tank. He has no milestone cards to play. So, oh no, he has a 50. So he will play that 50. Now let's count him up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 5, 50, 6, 57, 58, 50. 9, 50. Oops. I think he accidentally, I don't think he can use this. Let's count up again though. 1, 2, 3, 425, 450, 650, 750, 850, 900. Oh, he can't play that 50 because he has to get a 25 to go to the 1,000 milestone point. And he doesn't have a 25. So what else can he do? He can give me an out of gas card. That's what he can do. So he'll lay the out of gas card on me to try to stop me, right? So I draw, and I gotta hope I have a gas here somewhere, and I do. So I'll lay that there to fix that. Now he's gotta get a 25 card to win. 75 doesn't help him. He needs exactly 25. My turn. I don't need that roll card. What do I need? Let's count me up again. 2, 3, 4, 50, 550, 650, 725, 825, 850, 900. I have 900. So it's probably just going to screw me up to play a 25 unless I think I'm going to get a 75 one. So it's a dilemma. What will come up next? 100 or 75? Well, let's see. How many hundreds and 75s have come out of the deck so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600, 700s have come out. And 1, 2, 3, 4 75. I think 75 has a better chance of coming up next than 100. So I'm going to play this in the hopes of getting a 75 card later. His turn. He needs a 25 card. He didn't get it. My turn. A driving ace. Now he can't give me an accident anymore. I don't have any milestones, but I do have a stop card I can lay on him, so I'll do that. His turn. Ooh, there's the 25 he needs. I'm in big trouble, but he can't play it yet because he's got to fix that stop first. So he will play his green roll card. Now I either have to pull a 75 card to beat him at the end here, if I get really lucky, or I have to get some kind of hazard I can give him to stop him, like an accident or a flat tire. Or no, I can't give him a flat tire because he's got a puncture-proof card. So I have to either give him an accident or a stop card, and I don't have either one of those. So there's only a couple of cards that can save me here. I must get a 75 to win. Oh my gosh, look at that. What luck. But it's not just luck because I calculated that the odds of this coming up were much higher than the odds of hitting the 100, and that's why I laid the 25 down last time. That's my poker life coming into play. All right, everybody. I got there first, and I have the most extra points, too. because I have the driving ace and the right of way. So, because I got there first, that's a lot of extra points. I'm going to squeak out a win on this one, but it was mighty lucky because it was close. All he needed was one more turn, and he could have laid this 25 down and hit 1,000 kilometers before me. See, that game came out really close. Anyway, that's how the game is played. It's more fun with multiple players, of course. And, you know, you see the strategy is what milestones do you lay down and when. I made a mistake. Ooh, did you hear the train? It comes by once a day, usually about 10 o'clock at night or so. I love the sound of the, there it goes again. I love the sound of the train whistle. And I'm gonna film that train one day. I never seem to catch it when I want to, because it's not always at the same time. I want to film it at night. Anyway, I got lucky in one, and now we're done with our video for today. We learned a new game, which for me is a very old game. And yeah, don't ASMR and drive, since this is a driving game. Take care, everyone. I may be gone. I'm gonna post one more video before I go pick up my BF at the airport. Then we'll spend a few days on vacation before we come back home here to show her Oregon and the Oregon coast. So let's see what video I'm gonna do. My Obamacare video, personal experiences with it, on my next one, and that'll be it for a while. Okay, everybody, take care. I hope this relaxed you. Please give a thumbs up if so, and don't ASMR drive. Okay, bye-bye.